Yo, how's it going, YouTube? Welcome back, man. It's been a long time, but today we've got a special one for you. A special one. It's a podcast. It's called the Heart to Heart Football Conversations. It's going to be lit. A few Chelsea, Arsenal. You'll see Arsenal fans, Tottenham fans. You'll see. Let me not give away too much. Yeah. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Well,
What's up, guys? Happy to be here. Happy to be here. I'm keen to start discussions because I know my team is about to start playing. So
yeah,
happy to be here, man.
I think we'll finish with the Arsenal fans. Let's finish with the Man U fans first. And then you've got Kevin here.
Let's do it.
GG Man U. You got Brian all the way from Tottenham. And
What's up?
We got Matt here, Man U fan.
Of course, boy, of course.
And we got Frederick here, just chilling there. Liverpool fan. He's not talking much. I don't know why. Maybe he's shy. And then you got Nema. She's the only girl here, but yeah, she pulled up. Chelsea fan. And last but not least, we got the Arsenal fan, Buddha. Yeah.
Man, like voodoo.
1 second, guys. You got one more guy coming in. He's called Steven. He's a Chelsea fan. Die-hard Chelsea fan, I'm telling you. He's going to talk facts. He's a really, he knows his shit. And he also has a YouTube channel. I have a link down below. And yeah, you could check that out. I did some gaming, I remember. A lot of FIFA. Yeah. So let's get into it. Without further, let's not talk too much. Let's get into the video. Get to the first question, guys. Let's get to the first question. So the first question is, what do you guys think of the sacking of the Tottenham manager, Nuno? Who's going to answer this? Hi, Brian. Tell us what you think.
Dude, I'm relieved. I'm not even gonna lie to you. If you guys had been watching our games for like the last 5 games, it didn't even look convincing if we won. And like if we lost, it's standard, like we're losing by 3 goals. Like nothing would change. And like you guys were just lucky to see that United game specifically, because yeah, that wasn't even luck that we're being beaten like that. That was just something that you would see coming.
No, man. I thought it's because of your attackers, man. I feel like your team is not scoring enough goals. I'm sorry. I don't want to blame Nuno, but I think it's your attackers, man.
Okay, but Son has been holding us up, and Moore has been putting in a shift. Keane is literally playing as a defensive midfielder for nothing.
No,
At this point, I don't get it.
Kane's head is not there, man. That's why I feel like, I don't know, man. I feel like
that's the manager's problem. Like at the end of it all, if the manager isn't dropping him after playing like that for like I don't know how many games, isn't it the manager's fault?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like he left too early. I still rate Nuno, man. I don't know. I feel like he's a squad, man. The squad you guys have.
Bro, he should never have left Wolves. That's his problem.
Yeah, that's true.
He was doing so well with Wolves.
I agree.
That's the problem, bro. Like, why would you leave Wolves to go to Spurs when Wolves are on top? You know what I mean?
Felt like
so well for.
I felt like Wolves didn't play like interesting football. It wasn't like entertaining.
But Tottenham never used to play good football either way.
Yo, no. Now you're trolling. Now you're trolling.
No, I swear. I feel like the last time you guys played good was probably Poch.
Fine, I'll allow it, but even then, even with Mourinho, there were still times we'd play good. Not all the time, obviously.
I'm going to say something
Honestly,
that's
I
going to be a bit
Steve,
controversial.
Steve, go ahead.
I think the last time Tottenham played good football was under Poch.
I'm going to say something, and it's going to be a bit
I'm not gonna lie.
controversial. Tottenham's
I agree with Voodoo.
Tottenham's downfall began when they sacked Mourinho. It just started from there, like for sure. Because think about it like this: how do you sack a manager, world-class manager, yeah, right before a cup final? You go on to a point like some junior that has never even coached a football team in his life, right? To manage against Pep Guardiola, one of the greatest managers of all time, if not the greatest managers of all time. Then from there, of course, their heads are not going to be in it because this was a cup final that was a bit more realistic. They could have actually won this. They beat Man City with a weaker team in the Champions League when they went to the final against, I think, Liverpool, was it? They beat Man City, which was way stronger at that time, right? With a weaker team than they have now. I wouldn't say that also, again, the attackers don't have their heads in it. Because if we're being honest, Harry Kane, top scorer last season, top assister last season. Son is a world-class player. We all know this. He's a gem. He's the best South Asian player of all time at this point. That's my view. And you can't pin it on, like, say now it's the players who just decided to switch off just because, you know, they're in Tottenham. I'll pin it on Nuno just because, well, first of all, he has his tactics wrong all the time with Tottenham this season. He started well, but then you see now he didn't put it in convincingly. Started by beating Man City. Man City didn't have their shifts in properly in the first game. Then the next game, it wasn't as convincing. Then they started getting slapped.
Right, facts.
I think in my view, it was wrong choice of appointment. It wasn't even the wrong sacking. Wrong choice of appointment.
He wasn't the last option, man. He was the last option to be the new manager.
Could I say something?
Brian, you seem like you want to really want to say something.
Let me tell you, yeah, our problems were never with Mourinho. Like it was even Poch towards the last season of Poch.
Yeah, but you could have won that FA.
You know, here's the thing. Okay, I was also going to explain this. Like, I can understand why the board sacked him before the final, and I'm not saying I agree with it because obviously I wanted to win a trophy. Who's not gonna? Why would I lie? I'm a Spurs fan. Come on.
Yeah.
But I can say honestly, it wouldn't have made a difference. I would have wanted him sacked after the game, even if we won or lost. Because honestly, do you guys remember Dinamo? No. There were so many games under Mourinho that you could see we weren't fitting his style, and like the players weren't playing for him as well. And that's something from Poch. So as much as, yeah, the managers weren't the right fit, the players also didn't play their part.
And let's see what the other side of London has to say. Budu seems like you want to say something.
Yeah, I mean, it's similar to what he just said. I think as much as it hurts me to say, I think Tottenham are going through a similar problem Arsenal is having, or were having, or are currently having.
We're having maybe.
The whole club just needs a refreshing, it needs a reset, because I think, like Arsenal in similar ways, the club is being mishandled at the top, because you can take, for instance, the situation with Harry Kane. It was completely mishandled. And when the situation with the talisman of a team is being mishandled, it trickles down to the whole squad. And it turns down the vibe in the locker room. And if you don't have a coach with the right reputation or the right stature to kind of settle things down, it's just like putting gasoline on a fire. And because Nuno hasn't coached a big team before, and when you're coaching a big team, it's just not about coaching. Obviously, the main part of your job is coaching the players, but you have to also handle everything else that comes with it. For instance, like managing the players themselves and stuff like that. It's not just about the tactics, even though the tactics weren't working as well. So I don't know, but at the beginning they wanted Conte in the first place, so I guess they got what they wanted.
Nuno is not a great manager. Like, what did they even get to? I guess nobody else wanted to come to Tottenham.
Yeah.
I want to say,
Daniel
man,
Levy's
I
dumb.
think Nuno is a good manager, man. Like, what? Like, you guys don't think Nuno is a good manager?
I think he's good, but I don't think he's a good fit for Tottenham.
Yeah, only big team.
I
feel
agree.
like he's a small club.
Not
I
even
agree.
that.
Bro,
It's
Wolves
just,
are bigger than Tottenham. Wolves have been
Yeah,
on
Tottenham
top
is
this season.
they
What
play
are you
decent
guys on?
football,
Yeah.
you know.
What are you
Who's
guys
this
on?
guy hating, bro? Who's this guy hating, bro?
Uh,
I think
they're on the
Wolves,
I think
same.
bro.
Levy is
They're on
dumb.
the same level.
Fine, I can agree with Levy being dumb.
Alright, so Frederick, I'll bring this to you. Do you think I probably say yes? Do you think Salah is the best player, right? Like in the league?
Of course, of course.
Man's the best player in the world, man.
Okay, yeah, he is.
I don't think in
Right
the
now, on form.
maybe in the Premier League, but not
In the
not
Premier
not
League,
in the-
not in the world.
not in the world right now.
Nah.
I'd even argue in the world. Who's better
So
than
who's
him right
better?
now?
Okay, yeah.
Humble
better than him
yourself,
right
man.
now.
Humble yourself. Humble yourself.
December.
Kevin, what do you have to say?
I don't know, man. I don't think Salah is the best. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Maybe in the Premier League right now, but not in the world right now.
Who's better than him?
Man, Lewandowski's on form. Benzema is on form as well.
Well, yeah.
They both have better numbers than Salah.
He's talking about Prem, though, in the Prem.
Oh, in the Prem, yeah.
Okay, yeah, the Prem, yeah. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Steve, what do you have to say?
You know, if we're talking about the Premier League, hands down, it's Mohamed Salah. I don't think there's anyone who is ranking up numbers like Mohamed Salah at the moment. Like he's number 2 on the assist charts. Chances created is now, I think, right there, top 3, I'm sure. And goals is 3 above the next guy. So, and it's only like what? We're only 10 games in. We're only 10 games in, he's already scored 10 goals. Like 10 goals, he's registered 5 assists. He could beat the record easily.
Never know.
If he's scoring at the same rate.
I hope he doesn't.
don't.
Nah, Ronaldo needs to stay up there.
But you know, he actually already beat that record, didn't he?
He can't be there.
No.
In January for the African Cup of Nations, he's going to be out for 2 months. I don't think he's going to be there.
He can't do it.
I think
Anyway,
Salah
time
is
to talk.
class, man.
He's
I think he's
man.
class. But it's like when we're talking about the best player, like there's so many other aspects of the team that I think, can be neglected. Like there could be countless players if the entire team is just a well-oiled machine. You could put any other striker there, any number of strikers, if their job is just to finish. So I would say the best player in the Premier League is Bruno Fernandes. That's what I think. I think he's the best because it's like he can be doing bits, but it's like if the people up front aren't finishing, then exactly.
Yeah.
But I think that he's the best performing like player right now. His impact on the way the team plays, I think he's the best.
I'm going to disagree.
Go.
I'm a United fan, but I don't think so, man.
Yo, what's with Bruno fanboys? Like it's crazy.
This season.
No, calm down first. You know,
This season is not-
he throws in a proper argument. I'm a Chelsea fan, and I'm actually saying that this is arguable. So I'm thinking, like, because first of all, even the numbers that he put up last season, and now also the way he's coming up this season, with the amount of star power that's there in Manchester United, he should be able to have more numbers. It's just that people are not putting up pulling their own weight. Bruno is like the
exactly
engine of United at this moment.
Wait, are we talking about the best player on current form or just in general?
The question was, is Mo Salah the best player in the world?
This season.
Or in the Premier League?
Or in the Premier League.
On current form?
On current form.
Then it has to be Salah.
Yeah, it has to be Salah.
Because you can't be the best player on form and your team is losing left, right, and center.
Yeah, but then if Salah didn't have good players around him, like I don't even think he would do that.
You can say that about a lot of people, but there are a lot of people that also didn't have too many good players on their teams, but they still got there. They still did their part, and it was much more visible than what Bruno's doing.
Right, Matt,
I don't blame Bruno. I don't blame Bruno. Honestly, I blame his coach's tactics, but I don't think he's the best player in form right now.
I also agree with you because as a United fan, obviously my eyes are totally focused and I'm bare biased, bro, on like what I'm watching most of the time. But like, yeah, I agree. But I still think like under the right coaching, under the right, like if everybody's firing at all cylinders, that guy is class, bro. I think definitely.
Yo, Matt. Seems
I
like
love
they were
how
friendly
I
with
love
each
how
other.
no one talks about like defenders or like goalkeepers. What about
I was actually
Edouard
going to put that
Mendy?
point across.
Like, what about Mendy, bro?
Mendy,
Mendy's one of
for
the
example.
top
Mendy
keepers.
What
is
about
like-
Ramsdale,
Yo.
please?
No, I'm sorry. I feel like Mendy's the
That's
best.
one good save, bro.
Mendy's the
One good
best.
save. He's the
Mendy,
best keeper in
Mendy.
the world.
Mendy's the best goalkeeper in the world right now. man.
Mendy is the best goalkeeper in the world at the moment. in
Yeah, at the
form.
moment.
Ramsdale is number
Then
2.
you got like, oh god.
Don't bring any Ramsdale over here.
Hey, Brian.
Remove the
Have we
Arsenal
forgotten about
bias.
Oblak? Have we already forgotten about Oblak?
No,
Oblak has
Oh,
just
which is
been the
Atletico.
best keeper, like consistent.
And Edouard
But
Mendy.
this
That's La
season,
Liga, man.
not so much.
Nah, Mendy is
Still.
scary.
Mendy is the
David
one.
De Gea. David De Gea.
Okay.
You know, he's made the most
Nah, leave that
Yes.
one alone. Leave it.
Maybe like 2 years
Last,
ago.
but just
bro.
leave him aside for a bit.
Let's move on. Alright, so I probably everyone's gonna agree with me, but Ole is definitely not the right man for the job.
Of course, man. Of course.
I
He's
Right
disagree.
manager.
He's
Yeah,
not.
disagree.
He's
I
not
kind of disagree also.
Wait, Steve. Steve, it seems like you're very not
Hey,
very
boys.
very unsure.
No.
about that.
Hear me out. Who did you sack Oli? Who did you sack to replace Oli for?
Bro, I'll take anyone. For Ole, bro.
But who did you sack before you put Oli?
Suck Mourinho, man. But
Mourinho. Yeah, now think about it. Think about it like that. You didn't even give Mourinho a full third season. Oli's been there 4 years. He's already pulling up stats. He's already pulling up numbers. He's beaten the away record
yeah, because there was no fans.
that was being held up by no other club than Arsenal, who did that in the famous 03-04 invincible season and more.
It's not about.
I think about it like, okay, Ole is not the right guy to bring in trophies, but at the same time, he's steadying the ship. I don't think Ole is bad. I don't think Ole is bad necessarily. I just think
But I just feel like
I 100% agree with you,
Luck.
bro.
it's
I
needs
luck.
more experience.
100% agree with you. I think he needs time, but he has the pressure of being in one of the biggest clubs in the world. And there's just that constant pressure and that 5-0 against Liverpool. Like, well, we're all shook by this, but like,
that was
there's
embarrassing.
nobody else that you can put in now that I think understands the players and like will be able to implement a playing style that suits the club. I think it's Oli, man. I think Oli has to just get time.
Bro, I'm sorry.
That's what I think.
You're gonna go.
think Oli- I think Oli is
Fergie
gonna
needed
be
5
another-
seasons before he won a trophy.
I think Ole is going to be another Lampard situation.
Exactly, man. Don't get.
I think Ole is the stepping stone to the manager United actually need.
Yo, can I say something on that? Actually,
Go ahead.
I feel like Man United right now are like Tottenham when we were with Pochettino. Because I swear to God, I'm promising you right now,
No, wait.
that thing for getting to finals, not winning them, that good football that happens suddenly that takes you guys to top 3. I've seen it all. I promise you, I've seen that hand. I could give you the handbook right now.
Kevin, go ahead.
But the thing is, us we have seen it, but
Okay.
I'd rather see.
Where's the
Champions
trophies
League
with
final.
Ole?
I'd rather see
Where's
Champions
Ole?
League final now than
Ole needs to leave the
wait
club.
for another amount of years, bro.
Where's the titles with Poch? Where's the titles with Nuno?
Exactly what I'm coming
Where's the
with.
titles with Mourinho
That's where I'm
in the
co-
last few years?
That's
Mourinho hasn't won
exact-
any titles in the last few years.
Okay, me, I'm not talking
Like-
about my team winning things here. Yeah, me, I'm just saying like what I see with Ole is exactly what I'm seeing
Yeah,
with
no.
what Poch did.
Poch
Sorry,
made it
it's not
Champions
really-
League final and then
Yeah.
quit and then went
I'm
to
not
PSG.
saying I hate Poch.
But he
I
made
Why
don't-
it
did Poch leave,
Champions
man?
League final.
It's
Still.
Champions League
because
but
of
don't-
Levy.
Don't bring
No,
this
Levy
to-
is dumb. We
Yeah.
just need to agree.
Let's
Levy
leave
is
that one
dumb.
aside.
Daniel Levy is very dumb. He sacks Poch after them going to the Champions League final. He was
It
on the
makes no
brink of
sense.
like a route. It makes no sense. Exactly. Man, sometimes I just wish Tottenham, and it wasn't even the Premier League anymore at this point.
Dude, it pains me more.
Life is not money to these guys, man.
That nigga looks for profit before anything.
Hey, you guys have spent.
Has anyone realized Tottenham are the only big team, the only team we consider big, but they haven't won anything?
Yeah.
Don't do this. Don't do this.
Wait now.
I rest my
Okay,
case.
Arsenal.
Wow.
We'll get to you guys. We'll get to Arsenal and Tottenham. Wait. Let's move on there actually. Hey, will Arsenal finish above Tottenham and Manchester United? That is a no. Nah. No
Are
way.
you high, bro? Are you high?
Nah. Buddha.
Don't even lie to
United,
yourself. Just be honest with yourself.
United will finish above Arsenal and Spurs, and
That's
Arsenal will
a
finish above
fact.
Spurs.
No,
Arsenal
you know,
finish
above
Spurs,
Arsenal,
you never know.
that's
Arsenal will
that's
finish
arguable.
above Spurs.
I think
Hey, yo, nah. Nah.
Brian,
I think we're
allow it.
finishing on. Honestly,
No.
I think we'll finish on top of Tottenham, but it would have been a much easier answer 2 days ago if they still had Nuno. With Man United, I think us being on top of them solely depends on Man United.
Yeah, that's true. Also, Arsenal could go back down. You never know.
No, I still feel like Arsenal have the same theme that they usually have. Like they'll
Exactly.
get
They're in a
they
good
get
form.
good
Yeah,
form,
and then they
and then
just-
they dip, and
Yeah,
then they
exactly.
dip really badly,
Yeah.
and
You
then
know,
it's like the same thing.
Same thing. That's what I'm saying.
I won't lie. Arsenal, they like to play with our feelings.
Because if you lose one time, they're going to start losing again.
Then they get slapped by a bigger team, like let's say Liverpool or Man City,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
you suddenly think Arteta's job is under threat again. And this guy is like Ole, like he'll just survive somehow.
Yeah, you guys back him. Wait,
You need to
Budu,
remove them now. Remove them now before
Budu, let me
anything
ask you
else.
something. Like at the start of the season, even though you guys lost matches, do you still back Arteta? No, you are Arteta out.
No. Honestly,
Okay, at least
at this point where it's too late to even get rid of the guy. The thing is, you gave him 150 million pounds over the summer. Now you've really invested into the guy. I mean, what if you get another coach and he says he doesn't like these players and he wants a whole new set of players? That's another 200 million pounds. So I think in this situation, you just have to really hope it works out. Like from the first 3 games, it was unacceptable. Even though a lot of people were missing due to COVID, some people just came back from the Olympics. Some of them were on international duty with England and stuff like that. But still, at least after the international break, we got to see the team that Arteta was talking about. But you know, when you have a lot of young players, not everyone is going to make it the way you think they're going to make it. So hopefully half of them make it, and then the other half we can along the way just get to
It's
support
the
them.
uncertainty, right? That uncertainty.
Yeah, it's
that you're just
uncertainty.
unsure of, but you have confidence in the players, but you don't know if it's going to pay off in the end.
You have many young
It's
players.
all a matter of hope. It's
like
hope.
yeah.
I felt the same when what you said about Arteta, but like the same way with Oli. But I feel like us guys have a squad now that even though we get a new manager, we're not going to need a whole overhaul of the entire team because us guys have the quality and we have a lot of good young players and we have a lot of great mature players. Some of them, I think maybe their time might be up, but like the point is, it's like, I think that what Oli has done with like the dressing room and like the respect he also commands in the club that he was also a legend for. And also he's studying under Sir Alex and he's trying to recreate that same kind of football that he was playing in, that system. I think it's him, man. And I think we just have to give him time with those players.
It's the same thing we said about Arteta.
How
Arteta,
long
nah,
do we
Arteta
have
is
to wait?
useless.
How long do we have to
Arteta-
You see,
He lost
Arsenal can't speak here because you see when they got Arsene Wenger, they didn't have time for patience. Neither did Arsene Wenger get
Yeah,
patient.
true,
He wanted
true,
to win
true.
trophies immediately. That's what he did. Yeah. So you guys want that same impact with
Exactly,
Ferguson.
man. There's nothing else.
In Ferguson's first, second, third, fourth season, he was already tipped for the sack.
We've been waiting for so long, man.
They had waited. 5 years, they started getting trophies. And they're like, oh, now we're going to make this a rhythm. Yeah. And that's why they started winning 13 titles under that man. So you guys need to actually be patient with Arteta, because I think Arteta
Definitely. I think his philosophy is coming across. So and the players are young. Like we have the youngest team in the Premier League. So for me, we are overachieving.
You're also undefeated, right?
Oh shit! Yeah.
Since the first international break.
Still undefeated record.
You can't just leave the sentence like that.
Brian, it seems like you want to say something. What is it?
Actually, I don't know. Arteta is like a hit and miss, to be honest. Rather than Ole, like Ole, at least you can see he's clueless, and with the type of squad that you guys have. But like with Arteta, you can see sometimes he's achieving something with that team because he has this whole philosophy and all. But like at the same time, his man management is poor. Terrible.
And I feel like Ole man managing is better than Arteta.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
The one thing I was going to say was that I think Graham Potter was a better fit for Arsenal than Arteta.
True. Honestly, the one I wanted the most was Brendan Rodgers.
Yeah, I have a question. Who is Graham Potter? Who is that?
Brighton and Hove Albion manager.
Brighton's coach.
I see.
He plays good football, man.
Yeah. He needs that striker, man.
But he's not a winner, bro.
I feel like you're taking the piss there.
Nah, I'm actually not still. I have no idea who that guy is. But when you said Brighton, I started to realize, okay, Brighton, Brighton are still doing
top
bits.
six.
Brighton is top 6.
Yeah, Brighton top 6.
Yeah, Brighton are doing bits, but like I'm not good with names, but when I watch the football is the one that talks.
Yeah. But it's not a winner, that's the thing.
All right, let's get to Chelsea. And so who do you think will finish like top of the league? City, Chelsea, Liverpool?
Chelsea.
Are you asking us one by one or
just
Chelsea?
Go, anyone.
We'll finish and win.
Frederick, you think Liverpool?
I think we've stayed too long without a trophy. Like we've watched Man City win it twice, Liverpool win it. I mean, by the time we've watched Liverpool,
I'm sorry.
It's going to be. No, it's not City. If City are losing at home to Crystal Palace,
this is how they were last season,
bro. It's gonna be Chelsea or Liverpool. Chelsea.
I don't think Liverpool.
Probably Liverpool as well.
Hey, Frederick.
Actually,
it can't be City.
You have Africa Cup of Nations, even so.
Exactly, that's why. That's why I'm saying that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's gonna be between City and Liverpool, but Chelsea will be right behind.
Right. Do you think if Reguilon was in a different team, we'll be doing way better?
Who?
Reguilon.
Yeah. I don't think he's bad either way. I feel like he's in the team that he's supposed to be in. Because if he was going back to Real, he'd be on the bench.
Right.
Like,
let me not lie to you. I feel like this season with Conte, when you guys play 3 at the back, I feel like Reguilon is going to become baller because he doesn't have to. He's gonna be good this 3 at the back. You guys are gonna start playing.
The only problem with Reguilon I actually have is that he makes a weird mistake in defense.
It's defense.
Other than that, like I don't really have any problems with him.
That's a good thing because his mistakes are in defense. Now he's not going to be plugged in defense. He's going to be pushed higher. He's going to be crossing the ball a lot more. The number of assists, chances created for him, and then to have a finisher on the end of that like Harry Kane. Jesus.
He's like a Shaw, bro. He's like a Shaw. Good at attacking, shit defending.
Yeah. Yeah, Shaw has dropped, man. Shaw has dropped.
Nah, I think
he can't defend, bro.
It's just form.
Must be.
Just fun. Myself is the best in the league, man.
Who?
Look sure.
Not at the moment.
Robo,
Not at the
nah.
moment.
Left,
Come
Wait,
again.
Robertson, bro.
No, you have to give it to
Nah,
Robertson.
come again. Robo
Robertson has
is
been
where?
doing it for years. Luke Shaw just
Maybe Shaw.
had one
Maybe
good
Shaw like 2
season.
months ago. Yeah.
Shaw is playing in the same league as Simicas. In my opinion, to be honest.
No.
Okay,
That's
disrespectful.
What's the
Vibe.
question, man? I joined late. I'm just saying disrespect.
No,
man.
they're
Left,
saying
right, and
who's the
center.
best
Shaw
left back?
or what's this guy? Yeah, is Shaw the best left back?
In the Premier League.
No, it's not the best.
Oof.
We didn't show it.
Plug in
Nah.
plug in last season to that statement, and it will be arguable. Plug
I don't
in
think it's
just
Shaw,
now.
man.
Well, you guys think it's Robo?
No,
Udo, I'm
Simicas
shocked
and
you haven't
Shaw, man,
mentioned your
because-
guy.
I'm sorry,
Tierney.
man.
What
No,
about
it's-
that left back of yours? That new
Tierney
guy?
is class. Tierney is class. He's gonna be sick.
He's not in this conversation, man. He's not in this conversation.
You see, the thing is,
But
Tierney is
he's sick.
performing like that in Arsenal. In
Yeah,
Arsenal.
he's even left.
He's injury pro. I don't know, man. He always ends up with like what? How many games? Like 10, 15 games a season.
Exactly. I think Tierney, if you minus the injuries, he's easily the best left back in the Premier League, and then maintains it consistently.
Easily. Not
It's
easily.
Tierney.
What, bro?
And
Okay, nah. I don't think Tierney is the best, but like he's top.
In the league.
No.
Yeah.
I think honestly, I think the best left back in the league is Robertson.
Right now it's
Yeah,
Robertson.
it's
definitely.
Robertson. It's Robertson.
Right now it's definitely
Robertson.
Robertson. There's no
It's
other one in
Robertson
contention.
and then Shaw.
Robertson.
Chilwell.
Robertson has been doing it consistently for 3-4 years now, and as one of the best left backs in the world, not just the Premier League.
Yeah.
Right back. This should not be a question.
Trent.
Don't even.
It's not easy.
No, you see, they're different
It's
categories.
Cancelo. It's
No,
Cancelo.
different categories.
Wait, Steve.
No,
Steve,
different
Steve, go.
Cancelo.
Different
Cancelo.
Arsenal
categories.
doesn't play right anymore.
Trent.
Different
Trent.
categories.
Right back, bro. Right back is Cancelo, bro.
Wait, tell me
So
what.
it's-
He's been playing more left back than right back.
What is the right back?
Bro, Trent does
can't
not
defend.
defend though.
Dude, are you
Trent
not
is a
seeing this
midfielder.
game?
You see, with this right back category, you classify these guys because there are just too many good ones. You have Kyle
Cancelo
Walker, you have
scores.
Cancelo, you
Cancelo
have Reece
scores.
James, you have
And Reece
Trent,
James
Cancelo
scored.
you have Wan
defends.
Bissaka.
Reece James got a brace last weekend.
Now,
You have this.
Yes, he did.
This dude from
Reece James
Leicester.
is sick, but that's one good
ooh,
season.
Ricardo
Cancelo.
Pereira
Yeah.
is
Ricardo.
But he's in
class.
Leicester.
Ricardo Pereira is
But
not
now his
scoring goals like Cancelo.
injury prone.
That's what caused him to
That's
slow
what's
down.
killing him.
There are too many.
But
guys.
even
There are too many.
Castagna is really good.
Yeah.
True.
Are you
Yeah.
putting Castagna up there with Cancelo?
Definitely not.
Cancelo
Definitely.
doesn't-
Calm down. Calm down.
Cancelo
Who is
doesn't-
the best? The
let me-
best
let me-
is
let me-
Cancelo.
Settle.
But we have to.
It's
You can't
Cancelo.
have this conversation without mentioning Kyle Walker.
If I mentioned
By the way,
Kyle
man.
as the first name,
Yeah.
actually. The
Yeah,
first name.
attack.
I mean, I think James.
Attacking.
It's James.
Now,
Like defensive,
I-
attacking.
now this is why I'm categorizing this defender.
Not
This
yet.
this right back.
Bring back.
So if you're calling out a right back, the way these guys are really showing up, we have those ones who are really good at attack. That's for me, Kyle Walker. That's Trent Alexander-Arnold. In terms of defense, between those two, Kyle Walker is definitely the better one because Trent cannot defend for shit.
But let's also
now-
think of Aaron Wan-Bissaka defensively.
Now it's coming to defensively. For me, defensively, the best right back defensively is Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Yes.
That is
Spot on.
for
Man
me.
on man.
That is for me.
He's,
Man on
for
man.
me, he's the best.
Spot on.
He's the
He's
best
the best.
one-on-one defender.
I have never
Yeah.
seen anyone beat this guy 1-on-1. If you have,
Spider,
send
bro.
me a clip. Send me a clip.
Spider.
Now,
You know, someone who's good
now,
defensively.
now, all round into the entire Premier League, there are only two defenders. There are only two right backs who fall in that category. That's Joao Cancelo and Reece James.
Yes, sir.
Between the two,
Yes,
pick
sir.
one.
Even Kyle Walker.
I don't know.
defensively.
Yeah,
Bro,
Kyle
Reece
Walker
James
is
doesn't even
good,
make
but not
England
that good
starting
defensively.
11.
One-on-ones, he falls over sometimes.
Man, that's the English manager. I don't know what the guy does, man. Okay.
I think
Right.
I
He
think-
doesn't
I
make
think-
England starting 11. Like
You know, it
I'd
depends
have-
on how you're playing.
Kyle Walker.
I'd have
100%
picked Reece James. I'd have picked Reece James based on based on bias. Basically, I'm a Chelsea fan, but Joao
current
Cancelo is
form.
doing bits. Joao Cancelo is doing bits.
Yeah, Cancelo.
You know, Cancelo. Guys, you know, Cancelo is playing left back these days, man. He's not playing right back.
Yeah, but even when he's playing right
It's
back, he
because
was
of his
still doing well.
versatility.
Mm.
Did we already answer who is finishing above or who is finishing on top between Arsenal and Spurs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arsenal.
What was the majority saying?
Brian
Majority saying Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Arsenal is finishing above Spurs.
That's for
United
sure.
finishing above both.
But you know,
How many seasons have you guys said this?
Wait,
though?
but
We
Conte is
played with
coming
Ryan
in.
Mason,
Yes,
with
wait,
Ryan
man.
Mason,
I
and we
rate
finished
Conte.
above
Conte is
Arteta still.
Conte is
Bro,
coming
your
in.
striker doesn't even want to be at the club. What do you?
It's okay.
Thank
We have
you.
one. Son can score more
Come
goals
on.
than Kane right now.
You guys
And
didn't
you
even have a
come
shot on
carrying
target
us.
against
Harry
us.
Kane is
bro.
playing like a midfielder. He's not even a striker.
No, defensive midfielder. Forget even midfielder.
Brian,
It's
let
like
me tell
every
you-
year it's dropping
Brian.
position.
Brian,
No.
let me tell you a
Yeah?
stat. Let me tell you a stat. United kept one clean sheet in 20 games, right? One clean sheet in 20 games. Spurs didn't even have a shot against us.
That's Nuno's problem. That's not.
No.
Tottenham.
That's
no,
your
no,
team.
no,
That's your
no,
team,
no,
man.
no.
I know,
That's your team.
but like,
You
allow
can't
it.
have
Listen, yeah.
have Kane, Son, Mora, Ali on the field and not have one shot on target. And play
At least
them.
Arsenal
Also,
are
I have this
doing
question.
things,
I have
man.
this question for you, Matt. Matt, I have this specific question for you. How is
Yeah.
it that as soon as Keane came back, we couldn't score as much, or at
Because he
all,
doesn't wanna
for that
be-
matter? Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. If one person isn't supposed to be playing, and we have a system that can still work without him,
Then play.
isn't that the manager's problem for not dropping him just because of the name?
Exactly.
You can't drop Kane no matter what, man.
You can't drop Kane.
Kane.
You
What
can't
is it to
no.
do on
Drop
pitch?
Kane.
No.
Whether it's in a
Wait,
bad
you-
form,
drop
Many
Kane.
Look,
Tottenham
look.
fans.
That's
they
like
won't drop
dropping
Kane.
Ronaldo, bro.
Yeah, it's exactly.
I will
It's-
drop. No,
you know,
Now,
The-
No,
in
but
some
trust me,
games-
Ronaldo can go 4 games without scoring. Fine. Kane has gone, I don't know how many months. He only has 1 goal in the Premier League.
Kane and Ronaldo is different now.
Ego, man.
Exactly.
At this point in time, I doubt Ronaldo can go 4 games without scoring a goal. At this point in time, the guy
Exactly.
is just on.
He'll have a assist
Fire.
on goal, bro.
Yeah, I feel like he can, man. I feel like he can. You know, there's some games I don't want Ronaldo to play. As a United
Are
fan.
you a United fan?
I
Yeah,
swear,
United
a guy
fan.
have fun. I'm serious. Like, a guy have fun. I
He'll
feel like
be here
sometimes
forever.
he slow down the game.
Nah, I
He
feel
He does
you.
slow
I
down
feel
the
you.
game. He does
I
slow
feel
down
you.
the
I
game.
feel.
Yo,
But it's
I'd
like
rather have Cavani fucking on the strike.
I want both of these guys up front, Ronaldo and Cavani.
We're
Where
going off the
Ronaldo
front
plays,
foot.
Gone off
I don't
topic
like
a
that,
bit.
bro.
Cavani
Cavani's a
will place back
workhorse.
till the opposite end of the field, and Ronaldo will stay up front. I want both of these guys up because
Bro,
what
what
they
about
Rashford?
contribute is different.
What
You know,
about
their
Rashford and Sancho?
intensity.
You can't keep those guys on the
is
bench.
different.
Sancho and Rashford can't
Van
be
de
on the bench.
Beek, hey, all those.
But we're not gonna have Ronaldo and Cavani forever. But for the time being, if we're not playing them, then one will be wasted, bro. I just want to have
Point
them
of having
both
them.
up front. In the
You're
last
already
game,
wasting Sancho.
it paid off.
Man,
Like,
it's the
still early,
manager's
still
fault,
early.
man.
Bro,
It's too early,
Sancho,
man. It's too early
Sancho
to
is young.
speak for Sancho.
Sancho is young, bro.
It's
He's
coming,
young.
To speak for Sancho, man.
Bro, in Dortmund, he was one of the best players
Yeah,
in
but
Europe.
he also took a while.
The age doesn't matter.
Man
But
took a
even
while.
his
in
first season-
Dortmund,
first
bro.
season-
You've seen with Havertz, even Havertz had to have time to readjust.
Even
You've seen
Havertz,
it.
yeah, even
Bro,
Havertz.
You can't
Yeah,
compare
but
the
that's
Bundesliga.
the
doesn't
thing. You have
play.
to let him.
We
You have to
need
let
him
him
to
play
play.
to adjust.
No, he'll become like a Van de
Exactly.
Beek. That's
You
the-
can't compare Bundesliga to the Premier League.
Yeah.
It's
You have
like
to let them play. You have to let them play to adjust.
Oh, let's see that
Sorry?
German girlfriend, bro. Here's a
Let's
German
start.
girlfriend.
next episode of the podcast, and then
The German girl.
Nice
let me
plug,
see.
bro.
You wait till next
She's gonna
episode.
be gone by the time.
Alright, we'll leave it for the next episode. We'll leave it for next episode.
But guys, Matt's question: who is the best youth player?
Full Foden.
Oof.
I think it's
Over the
Tierney.
last year,
I think it's
There's
Tierney.
many. There's
No,
many.
it's not
for me,
Tierney, bro.
There's too
over the
many.
last
It's,
year, it's hands
your
down between
midfielder
it's
for
between
Arsenal.
Greenwood and Saka.
Foden.
No. Greenwood,
No,
not
no,
Bro,
Foden.
I'm not
No,
saying
don't-
Mount.
Foden.
don't-
God,
don't
Foden,
Saka.
sorry,
hold on.
Foden,
Guys,
sorry.
bro.
I know he's gonna
Foden.
mention Mount.
Okay.
I know he's gonna
Guys,
mention
calm-
Mount. I just
oh,
know.
What's the
calm
name?
down.
No,
What's
but
the
not
name?
Mount
What's the
now.
name?
Mount is like
No.
I just know
23.
this guy's gonna
Hey,
mention
not-
Mount
Mount.
is
it's
not
not
that
really-
bad, man.
What's the name
One at a
of
time,
this
one at a time, one at a time.
midfielder? This midfielder for
many.
Arsenal with the blonde hair.
Emil
Bro, what's
Smith
his name
Rowe.
again?
Smith Rowe.
Callum Smith
That
Rowe.
kid is sick, bro. I feel like I feel like
that guy's
Greenwood.
OP.
Greenwood at this time you can't call him
No,
academy,
no,
nothing,
no,
bro.
no,
That
no,
guy
no,
is
no,
a
no. Wait.
starter.
He's getting
He's
there.
a
Your money fan,
starter,
please
and
don't discredit
he's sick.
that.
But I
No,
feel
no,
like the
no,
one.
no.
Please don't take
Wait.
back what you've just said.
Guys,
Take back
I'm a
what
Man
you've
U
just said.
fan. I'm a Man U fan.
Bro,
Listen,
every
Greenwood-
single,
Full
bro,
Foden.
all of you,
Pretty
all
much
of
the
you,
best finisher I've
all
ever
of you
seen.
know, all of you
Ever.
know that if you could have Greenwood, you would take Greenwood.
You would say
But I'm
exactly.
saying
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the most underrated, like up and coming player is without a doubt Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe is sick.
I don't
He
think
is
he's
sick.
Yeah, I
underrated though.
definitely
I
say
think
he's
we
the
all
most
rate him.
underrated.
He's
Okay, boys,
the
think
most
about this.
underrated. He might even be.
Honestly,
in-
at
who
this
knows?
at this
bro?
point,
He's sick.
at this point, I would pick for the England team. I would pick Smith Rowe over Madison.
Over
Yeah,
Mount
of
as
course.
well. Over Mount.
I agree with you.
Wait.
man.
No, not over
Over
Mount.
Wait. Mount,
Over
you know,
Mount.
Not
Calm
Mount.
down.
I'm
Calm
an Arsenal
down.
fan, but
You're
I would
stretching.
take Mount.
You're stretching.
There's
You're reaching.
There's a
man.
few people that are high in this chat.
The reason why I've not mentioned Mount is
Yeah.
because Mount is not now youth prospect anymore.
Yeah, it's not really
He's
youth
what? He's
anymore.
23, 24
Bro,
now.
Yeah, but
That's-
like
that's
2
he's
years
not,
old.
he's not that crazy.
wait, he's how
Mount's
old?
22
What?
years old.
He's 22. Still, yeah.
22.
This guy is Greenwood. How old is Greenwood?
He's just
He
reached
was like
20.
19.
He's just
20.
He's 20. He just turned 20. Yeah.
Full
Just
Foden,
done.
21.
Phil Foden.
But
yeah,
the
exactly.
goals,
Okay,
like
Mount,
Greenwood
I
and
feel
his
like-
appearances.
No, Mount now.
You
man.
think he's already established in the
I
team?
feel like
Boys.
you
In
can't
the
classify
league.
Mount with youth anymore. I think he's already like big boy
He's-
level.
Yeah, but he's not.
Yeah.
He's not.
Boys, Saka
Just
It's,
can't
is
put
it's,
him
20.
there.
it's the same thing we were doing with Rashford 2-3 years
Exactly.
ago.
Exactly. You
Exactly.
can't put Rashford in that
Started
same
when he
league.
was 17, so that's why
Uh,
after
but
3 years, they're
Rash-
not really,
Rashford got
a youth
overplayed.
anymore.
Rashford
Yeah,
got
it's
overplayed.
like when the young players establish themselves in the team, you get used to them and you forget. You know, you start to forget, like, oh, this guy is like what, 18 still?
Yeah.
That's how I
Yeah.
feel about Greenwood. I feel like Greenwood is already like
He's up there, you know,
first
getting
team
there. First
starting player, like, and he could get that in almost any team in the league.
Not
Like
Mount.
he's
I don't think Mount could do that.
class. He's class.
He's played more than 100 games for United.
But I'm
And
more
he's-
looking at the people that like not everybody's looking at. That's why I mentioned Smith Rowe.
Not
Because
curious.
I don't-
I'm curious
I don't
on
watch
who Matt
Arsenal
thinks
often.
is-
But when I
Right.
do watch Arsenal, this Smith Rowe kid is amazing.
What about Gallagher? Do you guys rate him?
Oh,
Gallagher,
Gallagher, yeah.
good.
He
Gallagher's
needs more time. He needs more time.
What
He's on
time?
form
Yeah.
though.
It's only
Yeah.
been a few games. It's only been a few games.
Connor is good.
Steve, what are you going to say?
Yeah.
What are you going to say?
Tottenham don't have any youngsters, man.
I'm
actually.
curious. I'm curious to hear
Don't do this.
who Matt thinks is the best.
Bro, like every team,
We have
every team.
Brian Hill. Listen, we have Brian Hill, but like he's just not been playing much. So
Who's that?
I'm gonna keep it quiet.
Boys, I'm probably the biggest United fan here. No doubt. No cap.
No,
But-
trust me.
And I support United. Watch every game, watch every minute. You know what I mean? I got the shirts, got everything. But Phil
Whatever way,
Foden
yeah.
is definitely
Phil
Phil
Foden,
Foden is
yeah.
definitely the best youth in the last 2 to 3 seasons.
Yeah,
There's no doubt.
That's
He makes every starting 11. City, England. Fuck, bro. Like Greenwood's not making the England team.
yeah.
Saka's on the bench most of the time. Smith Rowe's made it once.
Sanchez bench also.
Like
Oh, man.
come on.
Foden is making De Bruyne look shit, man.
Yeah.
Really?
No.
What do you,
It's
what do you
true.
think is
Yeah,
what's
De Bruyne was
Foden's best
benched.
position?
So
What's
Yeah,
Foden's
Probably
best
Cam.
position
I
for
think
you
Does he
he's
have
guys?
calm,
one?
like
I think Foden is a 10.
right now,
Yeah.
10, yeah. Like the way he's playing.
He's a 10. But
The
you know
10.
when you're young, you can play anywhere. You just want to play.
He's like Kai Havertz at this
Putting
point.
a
in
shift.
time. Like they're just
Yeah.
the same player.
He's a hybrid.
He's a
There's a
hybrid.
lot of good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good number 10s that are young. If you think about it,
Yeah.
Callum Smith Rowe, number
Yeah,
10.
always.
Mason Mount, number 10.
Mount 10.
Full Foden 10.
Yeah,
Saka
man.
can play anywhere in that.
Yeah.
defense.
Yeah.
I can even play defense at this rate.
Like,
They're very
Saka
oversaturated
Saka
in
is
that
a
position.
Saka was played
yeah?
right wing back even.
even
Yep.
Sancho, when Sancho gets when Sancho gets into form, he'll play anywhere in that top four.
Yeah.
That's true.
You United fans roast me, man. I don't rate Sancho, bro. I don't rate him, bro.
Because it's the Prem.
That's because he's not even playing.
Nah,
Because
it's like even like I love Dortmund, but even when I'm watching, it's like okay, it seems like he's sick, but like
Yeah.
I would have preferred to sign like a bunch of other
That's
wingers
true, though.
over
That's
him
true.
in that
That's true.
position.
Bro,
I know what
but
you're-
I would
I know what
prefer,
you're-
bro.
you can't deny when you got
Salah,
Sancho, you
but-
were psyched.
Okay,
I would
can't
take
lie.
Coman. I would
was
take
psyched.
Dembele, bro. I would take Coman. I would take
Sancho?
Dembele.
No.
Sancho, I
Bro.
was like,
Dembele is injury
from the
prone.
first day, I'm
Yeah,
like,
bro.
Ajax is cool.
Dembele
I'd
is
also take
always
Ajax
hurt.
is cool.
I'd also
Dembele-
take Como.
Coman, yeah.
Bro,
I'd
Coman
also-
was
I'd
also
also take
on
Como.
sale, bro.
And what
He
about
was
Douglas
also on
Costa?
sale, bro.
Yeah.
That guy is
What
sick.
are you guys
But
saying?
Coman now is in like the
Sancho we're
starting
talking about,
yeah.
man.
Listen, they got Sancho because he's English.
Yeah, United. You understand the United dynamics, don't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they always want an English core. So I think that's what most of the big clubs are. I mean, look at the amount of. I've never seen a Chelsea team with this many English people.
Yeah, usually they're not.
I've never
Facts,
seen an English.
facts.
No, I've never seen Chelsea
It's true.
have academy players until like 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
They're always
That's
on
true.
loan.
See, we were hit with the
Always on
transfer
loan.
ban. It was massive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was a
I
good
think
thing, though.
it's because Chelsea, like what we invest more in than the current squad, like the top squad, is the youth
The
prospects,
academy. Yeah.
the academy. We always pump money into that. That's why we're getting more academy graduates being in the team. Look at Christensen, look at Ruben, look at Reese, Mason.
By now.
All these guys are just coming into the team.
Off this cheek.
Yeah.
Carl was muted. You can't hear him.
Right, Brian, you
I was
They're
saying
just-
you failed to mention Chaloba.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, many,
I need
man.
more time.
Shalom,
You guys have
man.
depth,
Caliber.
yes,
Team's
Both
quality.
guys, that's depth.
That guy is
Yeah,
dangerous.
that's depth.
Most time.
Quality.
So-
Him and
so, yeah.
Rudiger, bro.
Chalobah
Deadly.
hasn't been around.
Yeah.
that long.
Yeah, so I mean, there's just class everywhere. There's in the youth, and then we also like try and invest, like make a key marquee signing in the top squad in the first team, like maybe once or twice within the season. Like
But you guys
the
go
season
overboard.
begins in January sometimes.
But you go overboard, man. You guys have
But-
had your academy looking
wow, many, and then it just
bloody
goes like that.
Champions League winning squad, bro. Like you
I don't
guys
know
had
any
but
team
that's-
that
but that's
loans
okay.
out more
Marine.
players than Chelsea.
Marco Marin, you guys had De Bruyne, you had like Van Ginkel, you had Mo Salah, you had
Oh,
like
Van
at one point you
Ginkel.
guys had
By the way,
way
Marcelo,
too bro, you're saying
Yeah.
Van Ginkel, you remember Marco Marin?
Yeah, I
bro?
remember Marco Van Ginkel. I remember
Bruh.
Marco Marin. I remember
Because Chelsea,
Oscar, for
one
example,
season,
Oscar.
you guys, man, that William, you just got
We-
taken to Arsenal.
Now
Like,
William,
Arsenal, you guys,
William
when it-
saved
when
us,
it-
but
when it-
nah, I don't want to count William.
At
We
one
copped
point
out too
in
early.
time,
Bro.
Chelsea had
Yeah.
Lukaku, De Bruyne, Salah, Oscar.
Oh,
Who else?
Oscar,
They had
Ramirez.
all the youngsters in
Mourinho
Europe.
messed that up. Mourinho
Mhm.
messed that up
Yeah.
bad.
He messed it up big time.
But he
Man,
didn't even
But
regret.
I kind of understand Mourinho's sentiments at that point.
He doesn't
because
he doesn't do good with you.
because these guys, it's not that he doesn't believe in the youth. It's just that they were not producing what they wanted at that particular time. Then De Bruyne comes up and is like, okay, me, I want first team football, right? He's not like fully proven himself, but they know he can do something in training. Even Mourinho said so himself. He didn't want Salah to go. He didn't want De Bruyne to go. Lukaku, I don't know who got rid of Lukaku. I think after he missed the pen, it was Mourinho.
He
I
had
think after he missed
Drogba.
the pen,
Drogba.
You think if you bought
They
Salah,
had Didier Drogba.
So now, when did you expect De Bruyne was going to come in and replace and inform Frank Lampard?
No,
It was not going to happen.
never.
It was not going to happen. Never going
It's
to
I
very-
happen.
also have a
Very
thing. I
true.
also have one
It's
thing
very
about
true.
Lukaku,
Wait,
though.
Brian, Tottenham don't have. Okay, just go. Let's see what.
I'm not talking about you.
Okay.
Respect it. Anyway,
Okay.
I was going to say something about
So,
Chelsea.
Tottenham had
yeah,
Victor
yeah.
Just go
Wanyama,
on,
man.
just-
One of the
just go
most
on.
underrated.
Chill. back to
who's
my
that?
team. I'll get back.
Who's
Okay,
Victor
go on.
Wanyama?
Hold
What I
up.
was going to say was some of these players, I feel like they needed to leave for them to actually develop. It's not about necessarily starting or because Salah, if you stayed in Chelsea, even right now, I don't think he'd be the
Exactly. Even the
Exactly.
Honestly, I think Klopp is the only one who could have unlocked Salah.
no,
And
but
the-
even in Roma,
No,
he was
for real.
No,
I agree.
because
I agree with you.
I
I feel
disagree
like it's a
because
perfect
Yeah,
match.
because like the
He
front
is-
three,
as well.
Firmino,
I disagree.
Disagree.
For us to have witnessed Salah, we would have just left him in like a big club somewhere, like from his like 17 there.
Yeah.
And then we'll have seen a like and like comparison to Messi because that's what he is currently.
Yeah.
He's Messi. It's there's no difference between him and Lionel Messi at this point in time.
Dribbling.
Dribbling, same thing. Dribbling, same.
No.
Dribbling is the thing.
Nah, bro.
You can't tell me
Dribbling-
something that's
No,
not
no,
Messi
happening.
is still there.
undermine
Messi is still there.
Let him dribble.
Messi is still there.
Give him the ball in the box. Give him the ball in the box. It's a goal.
Yeah.
Facts, bro. But I feel like Steve, bro, you prefer Ronaldo to Messi, right?
No, let's
I'm
not
a
get
guy
to that
who-
topic now. Oh my
who,
god.
like
Just say yes. Just yes.
if I was
bro.
to pick a player and put in my club, like because he can be versatile with whatever teammate I throw to him, I'll all the time put Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Always.
Oh.
Because
left foot, right
he's-
foot.
he's-
Because I feel undermined Messi, bro. You undermined Messi. You
I
said
don't
like,
undermine
it's
Messi.
just Salah.
No, I think
but
I
because
Just
don't
Salah,
know-
undermine Messi. Messi, for me, Messi does things that no one else can do.
Yeah, Messi is the most
Word.
gifted.
Messi is just
Messi
too
is gifted.
gifted.
Ronaldo is hard work.
But you
And
see what
gifted.
you're experiencing with Sancho, Carl.
debatable.
You see what you're
Two
experiencing
different
with
players.
Sancho. It's what we're experiencing with Messi after he transferred to PSG.
Yeah.
That was pain, bro.
That's
How many of you guys watched his signing off like when he's leaving Barca and actually felt like a bit
Guy,
emotional, you know, like
guy.
damn,
it wasn't a
some
bit,
sad
it was
shit.
Football
very
fan you
bro.
had.
Some sad shit.
Man,
You had to feel it, man. You had to feel it.
you have to feel it.
Face of La Liga right now.
I'll say
think so.
Vinicius.
I'll put Suarez,
wrong.
bro. Fuck.
I'll put Vinicius.
I'll put
I'll put Vinny Jr. man.
Vinicius is a shout. Vinicius
Yeah,
is a
yeah,
shout.
yeah.
I hear
I'll put
that.
Vinny Jr. man.
Benzema.
Benzema.
Benzema is
Doing
class,
bits.
man. Yo, man.
I'm a Memphis fan, bro. I say Memphis.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Memphis
Right.
is
Memphis is a beast.
Yeah.
I've been a
But
Memphis
he's not the
fan
face
for
of La
a
Liga.
long time, man.
Man, you
Memphis
wasted
Did you say
Memphis
Memphis
is
is the face of La Liga? Who said that?
Yo,
Who did you
nah,
say
that
that?
is not.
I'm a big. No, I
No,
said
no, no,
Memphis.
no, no,
is
it's not the
a
face.
big- I'm a
Bro,
big
it's
fan
not,
of
it's not.
But
Memphis.
it's not the face.
Bro, me too. But it can be like when we're looking at El Clasico, Memphis against Benzema, bro. It's not
Yeah,
sounding that
Benzema.
fire,
It's
bro.
not something that
Benzema.
It's
catches.
not ringing the bells, you know.
Maybe say Memphis versus what? Vinny or something. I guess.
Vinny Jr.
Bro, but you're putting Vini over Benzema.
No, Ansu
bro.
Fati.
Benzema
Ansu
is-
Fati versus Vinicius now.
You see
Because the
what we
younger-
like.
that
you
makes
see-
more sense.
Yeah.
But it's still
Okay,
not
Ansu
going to
Fati.
draw headlines, bro. It's not going to draw headlines. Like
No,
Right
when-
now,
people are
because
not
that's
going
still
to
the-
spend their money to fly there to watch it the same way, you know.
Now we're going to La
So you're
Liga.
talking about prospects.
If we're putting
That's
it
the
in,
thing,
a,
I
in a
think-
matter of prospects or who is the face of La Liga, you remember the time Ronaldo transferred to Real Madrid in his first season?
Yeah.
Who was the top scorer in Real Madrid that season?
CR7 or R9? CR7
Was
or
it-
R9?
That was Raul.
Seven, man.
Was
Yeah,
it
It was
Raul?
Raul, yeah.
Zero
Raul.
seven.
Wait, it wasn't Raul.
It was Raul, exactly. It was Raul. Yeah, Raul was the top scorer in that team.
Yeah.
CR7 and Lionel Messi were the ones who were like the face of La Liga at that time.
Yeah, both of them.
Mm.
Both of them.
No,
so
it's
no one
just
is
like-
mentioning.
That's the thing.
No one was
La Liga
mentioning
have always-
Raul, no one was mentioning Eto'o, no one was mentioning Ronald, no one was
Yeah,
mentioning
yeah.
those guys anymore,
That's true.
right? So
Guti.
ooh, those are
That's,
the
that's,
names.
that's before. That's before
Eh.
the Guti came.
Casillas and Valdez were not nowhere to be mentioned. And those
Xabi
guys were the best.
Alonso.
Those guys were the best players of their position
Iniesta
at
and
that
Xavi.
time.
Even the Iniesta and Xavi, no one was talking about
Look
them.
at
anymore.
that.
Yeah.
So now, if you pin it to like La Liga to who is like scoring the most goals at the time, or who is like making the most assists at the time. You need to see also who is entertaining the fans the most. Because if we were talking about assists, Paul Pogba currently has the most assists in the Premier League. Has he been that good in the Prem?
Yeah.
Oh, he just had one very good game.
Exactly.
like,
where did and then blew up the other ones.
Even the
And
games,
red card.
I don't think he was that good.
Yeah. So I mean, just like that, that's where you can now pin it. Like, who is the one who is consistently there for the fans? Who is consistently there helping the team? Who is consistently there, like pulling up the stops when the team needs them the most?
Suarez.
That is so true.
You boys
Suarez
didn't
is a
say
good
anything
shot.
about
Suarez
Suarez.
literally
man.
led this
Suarez
guys
is
to
a
a
good shot.
title.
Yeah.
You didn't
Suarez is a
say
good shot.
anything about Suarez.
Suarez is a good shout for what?
Suarez is up there, bro.
But he's an Atletico
Good
player.
shot,
It's not like in
Yeah, he's
El
Atletico.
Clasico.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Suarez
that.
is
Just
a good,
it's
a good shout
just
for
a
what?
Atletico is
weird
better
time
than
with
Atletico is better than Barca at the moment, bro.
yeah.
No cap.
Trust me, any
What
team better
What
is
number
better
of
than Barca.
Barcelona right now?
I think ninth or something.
It's just a
Ninth.
weird time in La Liga because they've always had a face ever since I've watched La Liga. I mean, even before Ronaldinho, I think it was like Romario, and then you had the Galacticos, and then you had at the time where all the best players were in Barcelona and Real Madrid, and
Liga was usually the
with
best.
the Spanish era.
Yeah.
But it's just, I mean, there was always a reason to watch La Liga. This is the first time where I have no edge at all to even watch an El Clasico.
Yeah.
For
That's
real.
same here.
It's a tragedy. It's a tragedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think at that rate we can call it a day, man. Yeah, completely going to
Yeah.
Clasico now.
Hey, bro. For real, bro. For real.
What are your
bro.
predictions? What are your predictions for this Champions League this game week?
My predictions is I'm going to watch my team now and make a
Exactly.
prediction.
I don't care
How
about
we
any
play
other team right
today,
now.
So
Oh,
Sorry,
man.
Voodoo.
You guys are
PFL
talking
is
about
sorry.
currently
Europe.
beating Salt.
sorry, Voodoo. You have to wait still.
It's a
Thursday.
Tuesday night, bro.
I don't know when.
At least I'm not losing in the Conference League.
Right, how's the conference league? Right, how's the conference
Fuck.
We'll tell you. We'll tell you.
At least
We're getting the big man. Don't worry.
Yeah.
See you.
We leave it for a second episode.
at least they're playing European football there.
league?
Yo, but it's been fun, you guys, man.
Yeah, man. Lit.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining,
Cheers,
man.
man.
It's been
I'm
These
See you
boys.
next time.
All right. Take
should
it, guys.
increase at
See
least
you next
once a
time.
week.
Make sure you subscribe,
Clear.
like, comment, and yeah. Peace
Like
out.
the video.
Yeah, you heard Matty. Yeah, guys, you heard what Matty said. Matty. He said, like that video, like that goddamn video. Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.